Are you tired of waiting on teammates or randoms to make money in GTA Online? What if I told you there are businesses that let you earn millions completely solo? No crew, no griefers, just you and your hustle. Today we're ranking the best solo-friendly businesses in GTA Online as of 2025 based on real cash per hour. And trust me, our number one pick can earn over $1 million an hour on your own. So if you want to get rich without relying on anyone, stick around. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 6 is the Nightclub. This one is a solo grinder's dream for passive income. Once you set up your nightclub and keep its popularity maxed out, it will generate up to $50,000 every in-game day in pure profit straight to your wall safe. That's like getting paid over $60,000 per real hour for literally doing nothing. Just make sure to pop in and empty the safe occasionally so it doesn't cap out. But the nightclub's real power comes from its warehouse goods. In the background, your club secretly accumulates products from all your other businesses using technicians. If you own the other businesses and assign technicians, your nightclub can eventually deliver a single huge sale, often $1 million or more in one go when fully stocked, though it takes many hours to build up. The beauty is you only ever need to make one delivery vehicle run for a sale, even with massive stock. No multiple drop-offs or split deliveries, totally solo friendly. Now a heads up, to really maximise the nightclub you do need these other businesses purchased. It's an investment but it pays off over time. Also keep that popularity up. Do a quick promotion mission or send $10,000 to boost popularity when it drops to maintain that $50,000 per in-game day passive rate. Overall, the nightclub is like your cash printer in the basement. Not the fastest earner up front, but it steadily churns out money with almost zero effort. Every solo player aiming for the long haul should consider owning one. At number 5 we have the bunker, the gun-running operation. This is another staple for solo players because of its high passive profit. Here's how it works. You stock your bunker with supplies, which you can buy them or steal them, and those supplies turn into valuable weapon stock over time. With all the upgrades, one $75,000 batch of supplies will turn into about $210,000 worth of products in roughly 2.5 hours. After paying for supplies and small daily fees, that's about $106,000 profit per batch, completely passive while you do other stuff. Not bad for chilling on the map or doing missions while your bunker cooks up weapons to sell. When you're ready to sell, a full bunker can bring over $1 million in one big sale. In fact, selling a total full stock if you let it max out pays about $1 million, and even more if you risk a high demand lobby for a bonus. Just note, if you let the bunker fill to the brim, you might get multiple delivery vehicles for the sale, which is tricky solo. The trick most solo players use is to sell in smaller portions. For example, sell when your stock is around half or so. This almost guarantees a single truck or single vehicle delivery that you can handle alone within the time limit. With a bunker, upgrades are key. Invest in the staff and equipment upgrades early, because they cut production time and increase your profit margin significantly. And since 2022, Rockstar even lets you do sell missions in invite-only lobbies, meaning you don't have to worry about creepers bombing your hard-earned stock. The bunker is a bit pricey to set up, so expect to spend a few million on the property and upgrades, but it's worth every dollar for the long-term payday. It's basically your solo arms dealing empire that makes money while you're off doing heists, races, or even grabbing a snack. Coming in at number 4 is Vehicle Cargo, also known as the import-export car warehouse. If you enjoy a bit more active income and a bit of action, this business is solo gold. The concept is simple. You source high-end cars and then sell them to buyers for profit. Each sale is one car, one delivery. Easy money for a solo player. If you play it smart and only sell top-range vehicles, you'll net around $80,000 profit per car sold. You can do about 3 sales per hour due to the short cooldown, which comes out to roughly $240,000 per hour of active work. That's some of the best active cash in the game that doesn't involve a heist or glitch. Plus, it's actually pretty fun. You get to steal exotic cars and outrun the cops or rival NPC crews, then make a clean delivery for cash. What makes Vehicle Cargo so solo friendly is that deliveries are always done by you in a single car. Unlike MC businesses or crates, you're not juggling multiple vehicles or hoping NPC helpers don't crash. It's just you and the open road. As long as you drive carefully, you'll get the full payout. Even if you take a few dings, you might lose a couple grand at most. And since the Criminal Enterprises update, you can even do all of this in private lobbies, meaning no griefers with oppressors blowing up your shipment. To maximise profit, use a high-end strategy. Fill your warehouse with 10 standard and 10 mid-range cars that you never sell. This tricks the game into only giving you top-range cars to source. Then, each time you source a vehicle, it'll be a top range, which you can sell for the maximum profit. Rinse and repeat. It's a bit of warehouse management, but once it's set, you'll be making a steady $80,000 every 20 minutes of work. For a solo player who doesn't mind a little driving, the vehicle cargo business remains one of the most lucrative and straightforward hustles in Los Santos. The number 3 spot goes to a newer business that solo players absolutely love, the Acid Lab. Introduced with the Drug Wars update, the Acid Lab is essentially a mobile MC business, and it's arguably the best MC type business you can run solo. Why? First off, it's literally on wheels. You set it up in the Brigade 6x6 truck, meaning you can drive your business anywhere you need. No static location, no vulnerable business raids at far-flung locations, it's all contained in your truck. And it's efficient. With the equipment upgrade, a full batch of acid product sells for about $325,000 on the street. If you're willing to send in a public lobby with enough players, you can even get a high demand bonus on top, pushing it closer to $500,000 per full batch sold. All of that for just a few hours of passive production time, not too shabby. The Acid Lab works kind of like a biker business but streamlined. You can either steal supplies or buy them for $60,000 and the production runs in the background. It produces faster than old MC businesses and the sale missions are a breeze. Typically you deliver the product via a single bike or the Brigade itself, and it's always just one vehicle to handle solo. No multiple drop-offs across 5 vans nonsense. In practical terms, you're looking at roughly $50,000 profit per hour in passive generation, which you can double dip with other activities. By the time you finish a heist or VIP work, your Acid Lab will be ready to sell again and pad your wallet further. Another big plus, the Acid Lab is cheap to get started. Once unlocked, the lab upgrade is about $250,000 and then you're set. Solo players praise this business because it's low maintenance, low cost and decent payout for the effort. It fits perfectly into a solo grind loop. For example, steal supplies or pay for them, do some other missions while it cooks, then do a quick sale mission for a few $100,000. Rinse and repeat. The Acid Lab might not make millions per hour, but as a solo friendly side hustle, it's hard to beat for the convenience and steady income. Alright, coming in at number 2, and this was a close one, is the auto shop with its robbery contract. If you haven't tried these yet, you're missing out on one of the best solo moneymakers added in recent years. The auto shop property lets you take on mini heists that you can complete entirely by yourself. These contracts are quick, fun and pay surprisingly well. Most of them will net you around $150,000 to $180,000 in final payout, and the big one, the Union Depository contract, pays a hefty $300,000 gross, about $270,000 after your NPC partners take their cut. Better yet, each contract only takes roughly 20 to 30 minutes to complete solo for an experienced player. Do the math and you'll realise this translates to about $300,000 to $600,000 per hour if you chain the contracts back to back, especially if you prioritise the higher paying ones. Here's how it works. For each contract you get 2 setup missions and then a finale. The setups usually take 5 to 10 minutes each and the finale may be 10 to 15 minutes. They're designed for 1 to 4 players but they scale perfectly for 1, meaning you can easily handle the enemies and objectives solo. There's a variety of scenarios such as robbing multiple banks, hitting a train and raiding a gang's warehouse, which keeps things interesting. And unlike the big heist, there's no massive prep cost or lengthy cooldown here. As soon as you finish one contract, you can hop into another. The auto shop also provides some nice perks on the side, like a 10% discount on car upgrades and the ability to modify and deliver customer cars for extra cash, but the real start is the contract money. For a solo player, this is one of the fastest ways to stack up cash while actually enjoying the game. It always feels like single player story missions that pay you big bucks at the end. If you're efficient, you can realistically clear 2 contracts an hour. For example, you could do the Union Depository for $270,000 and then the Super Dollar deal for $165,000, totaling around $435,000 in 1 hour of solo play. Not many legit methods beat that. And we have to mention, no splitting profits. Unlike heists where your buddies demand a cut, here you get 100% of that payout minus the 10% that Sasanta and KDJ skim off the top in game. So if you haven't bought an auto shop yet, consider it. It transforms the solo grind, giving you fun missions and fat checks at the end. And finally, number 1, the king of solo moneymakers, the Cayo Perico Heist. I mean, was there any doubt? This is the only heist in GTA Online that you can complete entirely solo from start to finish, and it still has the highest payout rate in the game. If you play it optimally, you can earn about $1 million or more from a single heist run on Cayo Perico. Experienced players who know all the shortcuts can knock it out in roughly an hour or even less. That's right, 1 hour of work for $1 million payday just by yourself. Even the lower end takes like the tequila are around 900,000 and the top takes like the Panther statue during special events can be well over 1.5 million in one go. Absolutely insane for solo grinding. Now there is a catch. Rockstar added a cooldown so you can't just chain Cayo back to back non-stop. After you loot El Rubio's compound, there's about a 2 to 3 hour cooldown before you can steal from him again as a solo player. But honestly, that doesn't stop Cayo from being the best. Many solo grinders follow a cycle. Do a Cayo heist, then during the cooldown, go run your other businesses, sell some bunker stock, do an auto shop contract, collect your nightclub safe money, etc. By the time you've tended to your empire, you're ready for another Cayo run. It's a beautiful rotation. In terms of pure money per hour, nothing in free mode can touch Cayo Perico's potential. It's essentially designed to be the ultimate solo heist experience. Running Kai solo is also pretty easy once you learn the ropes. You invest in a Kosatka submarine, which is the headquarters for the heist. The setup missions are straightforward and can all be done solo and in invite only sessions. And the finale can be as stealthy or as loud as you want. A lot of players have a routine where they swim in, sneak to the office safe and the vault, grab the primary target, maybe nab a bit of secondary loot if it's convenient, and then swim off the island undetected. It can be done in under 10 minutes for the finale, no friends needed, no randoms to mess it up. In fact, doing it solo is often easier than with a team because you don't have to share the loot or coordinate different approaches. So yeah, Cayo Perico takes the crown. If you need big bucks solo, it's your go-to. Just be sure to mix things up so you don't burn out. Even the best money grind can get boring if you overdo it. The good news in 2025 is we have a ton of options to keep it fresh.